So let's while we're rolling, let's talk about what we thought about it. And the first category is components.
It's you know, it's a card game obviously, and the cards are nice. They're good. They're good quality. The artwork is decent enough. So I give it a good rating on components. It's called a 7.5.
Components, card game again. It's hard to get a good rating for me on a card game. Plus, I'm not a fan of the artwork. Feels a little basic.
Cheap.
Yeah, cheap.
I don't know about cheap. It's got a style
It's just not
to it,
too
but
much.
I'm not a fan of it. But I mean, it's.
So I would, components wise, I'm gonna go pretty low. So I'm gonna do a 7.5 also. That's low for me.
I give it a 6. I give it a 5.
Wow.
Components.
Again, card game, you're not looking for impression of components.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah.
It did its job.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go 6 because I think it's just average as far as the components. I mean, you're right. It is just a card game, but we've seen cards, maybe not just in a strict card game, but cards used in other games that were really well done.
He's a magic player.
And you know, it was just. I think it's slightly above average, but I don't think it's anything special.
It's not magic.
Yeah.
And
Just-
there's no zombie.
Well, and the only thing, you know, the only components are cards and coins. So.
Yeah. It's hard to get a good rating for me whenever it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the game's fault. It's just didn't hit it out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
So, number 2.
So the second thing is usually theme. Okay, so you're supposed to be a mage or a magic user trying to cast spells to help your fighter win the fight. That's really all there is to it on a theme. You know, it's okay. It's kind of like they were saying with the artwork. There's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't really grab me necessarily either. It's when you're telling somebody about the game, it sounds pretty interesting. So I think it draws people in pretty quick, and then it's a quick, easy game to learn. So theme-wise, you know, they had to pick something. They went with mages. I mean, I don't really see why the theme really has anything to do with it necessarily, but it works. So it's okay. I'll just give it an average 7.
I like the theme. I think it was a good choice for what you're doing. Of course, you got magic and Cheaty Mages, and you're playing cards against each other. So it's not a stretch. So it wasn't anything innovative, but I think it's a good one. It makes you feel like you're kind of casting spells, I guess. So I'm going to give it an 8. It's a little higher than what he said, but it's not a home run.
Was this the same guy that did Love Letter?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
I give
Almost Legacy.
I go 8 too because of the theme. It was fun, magic, the way it is. So 8.
I think the thing was okay. I'm going to go 7. I mean, I think you could have built a game where you're trying to build something up or knock it down according to, you know, the bets you place on it or whatever. I mean, the theme fits the style of the game and everything, but I mean, it could have been other stuff too. You could have been building up cars before a race, or you could have been trying to, you know, it was...
It's not magic.
I'm not that big on that. But I mean, it was an okay thing to me. I didn't think it was anything great, and it's stuff we've all seen and played before and everything, so...
You said 7.
Yeah, 7. That's what I was going.
Okay, so gameplay.
Gameplay, I like it. I thought it was a fun game. It's pretty easy to teach, and it moves pretty fast. I mean, you know, it's card driven, so you're reading through your hand, and you know, so there's a little downtime there where everybody's reading what their cards do and stuff. But other than that, I think it plays pretty fast. It flows pretty well, and right up to the very last card that's played, anything can happen, and I like that. You don't feel like you're out of it right away because things could change at any minute. So I like it. I'm going to give it a pretty high. I'm going to give it an 8.5 for gameplay.
I like the gameplay as well. I think the fact that the game can change on a dime, and the fact that there's 6 players, which is rare in a card game that's this small. So, well, except for Werewolf or something like that. But this is not like a party game. This is more like a head-to-head type deal. So I'm going to go all the way to 9 with it because I think this is where it shines. Is the gameplay that you could pull it out with us. 2 players or all the way up to 6 players. It has a wide range of who's over at your house. This one fits the bill, and it's easy to learn, and it's not a given. Even though I've played it, or you may have played it more than the guy next to you, he can still throw you down the stairs right before you're fixing to win. So I'm gonna give it a 9.
I like the gameplay too. I was in between 8 and 9, but I'm gonna go with 9 because it was fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 8. I thought the gameplay was the strongest element of the game and everything because there are so many. There's the betting element. There's the strategies you can work up on. Try not to be obvious who you're rooting for, and also try not to be obvious who you're really trying to put down in the ground too and everything, So there's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, 8 is what I'm going to go. I thought the gameplay was... Huh?
It's no magic.
I thought the gameplay was better than average. So.
Replayability, for me, I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8.5. Pretty high, higher than I thought it would be coming out of, or when I first heard about it. But I like the way the game plays. I like the strategy to it. I like the back and forth in your face stuff, and I like the fact that it's a simple game to teach, so you're playing right away. You don't have to get everybody's attention, sit them down for 30 minutes, and then start playing. So I could see playing it again, 8.5.
I'm going to get pretty high too because it's portable, it's small, you can take it with you, you can go to a convention, pull it out, and play while you're waiting to go to your next meeting or whatever. And it's what's really going to push it up for me is the fact you can play anywhere from like 2 to 6 players, and so it fits a lot of situations. No matter how many people came over to your house, this one is probably going to fit the bill on something easy to teach, and will play everyone, so you don't have to someone doesn't have to sit out and go get drinks or whatever because they didn't have it. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. I think it's pretty high for me.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm going to have to go 9 because I want to play it again. I might borrow. See how the family.
At the lending library.
I think I'm going to have to go against all 3 of y'all because
it's not magic.
Well, just like you said, it's easy to play, easy to teach.
Yeah.
And what you're talking about, where you could just stick it in your pocket and play at a convention. Well, I could do that with a pencil and some paper, and that would be tic-tac-toe. Just because it's simple and I carry in my pocket doesn't mean I want to play it over and over again. I think it was interesting, and I might be up for playing it a couple more times, but I didn't see enough in there to make me say, hey, let's play Cheaty Mages again out of the blue. So I'm going to go, but it was a decent game, but just not anything special to me at all. I'm going to go 6.5.
6 or 6.5?
6.5.
6.5. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if that's we're going to put the final tally right here, and if that's what you think, if you kind of agree with us, maybe and the score is high enough, maybe that's something you should think about getting. And until next time, we'll see you then.
See ya.